Have you ever felt a subtle change in the simple act of living? A moment's hesitation when rising from a chair, a new stiffness when bending to tie your shoes. Perhaps your legs feel less certain beneath you, your knees whisper with new aches, or your sense of balance seems a memory of what it once was. This isn't just a trick of the mind, nor is it the inevitable march of time. It is a quiet signal that the foundation of your strength, your lower body, is slowly, almost imperceptibly, fading. What so many of us over 60 don't yet see is that this loss of leg strength is the single greatest predictor of our future independence. It begins with the smallest of compromises, choosing the elevator over the stairs, steadying a hand against a wall, but it can culminate in life-altering falls, hospital visits, and a dependence on others we never envisioned for ourselves. You've likely been offered the familiar advice, just walk more. But here's a quiet truth. Walking alone is not enough. Not to rebuild true strength, not to reclaim your stability, and certainly not to halt the silent decline of muscle that quickens after 60. That is why our time together today will be different. We won't be repeating the same 5 simple exercises you've seen 100 times before. Instead, you are about to discover 5 fundamental movements. They are designed to awaken deep chains of muscle, retrain the pathways of your nervous system, and restore authentic control over your body, beginning from the ground up. These movements are not elaborate or complex, but their effect is profound, and they can all be done in the quiet comfort of your own home, with no equipment needed. Stay with us through to the end. A profound shift in your legs, your balance, and your freedom is about to begin. And before we start this journey, we invite you to share your name and where you're joining us from in the comments below. It's a privilege to connect with you. Exercise 1. The deep ground hold. Target areas: hips, thighs, ankles, core, pelvic floor, and nervous system control. Why this movement matters. This is more than a squat. It is a full body reset. The deep ground hold, or modernized Asian squat, is a return to one of humanity's most foundational postures, a position of rest and power that few in the Western world ever practice. As you settle into this deep hold, you awaken muscles that have slumbered for decades. The glutes, the deep hip stabilizers, the flexors in your ankles, even the pelvic floor. These are the very muscles that govern how you sit, stand, walk, and, most importantly, how you react in a moment of imbalance. Most balance training focuses on standing tall, yet it ignores the critical moments when we slip or stumble, the low, unstable positions where dangerous falls occur. This hold retrains your central nervous system to command your body with confidence, even close to the ground. It also gently stimulates digestion and realigns your posture from the inside out. For centuries, this position was a part of daily life, for eating, for resting, even for giving birth. For you, it is a way to reclaim a lifelong posture, leading to stronger legs, more open hips, and a calmer, more grounded sense of self. How to perform it. 1. Stand with your feet slightly wider than your shoulders, with your toes turned out about 20 degrees. 2. Slowly lower your hips down towards the floor, keeping your heels flat. If they lift, place a rolled-up towel beneath them for support. 3. Rest your elbows on the inside of your knees and bring your palms together, as if in prayer. 4. Lift your chest and keep your back straight, avoiding any hunching. 5. Breathe deeply. And hold the position for 10 to 30 seconds. 6. Press through your heels to slowly and carefully stand back up. A helpful tip. If you feel unsteady, hold onto a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Go only as low as feels safe and comfortable for you. Cha-cha-cha. Exercise 2. The seated leg extension. Target areas: quadriceps, knee joint support, circulation, and mind-muscle connection. Why this movement matters. Every time you rise from a chair, climb a flight of stairs, or walk up a gentle slope, you call upon a single, powerful muscle group, your quadriceps. Located at the front of your thighs, these muscles are the engine behind knee extension. Yet, after 60, as our habits often shift towards caution, a disconnect can form. The brain's signals to these vital thigh muscles can grow faint, leading to weakness and instability. The seated leg extension is a gentle but potent way to reestablish that connection. It is a direct conversation between your mind and your muscle, reteaching your brain how to confidently call upon the strength you already possess, all without placing stress on sensitive joints. Strengthening your quadriceps stabilizes the knee, reducing pain and wobbliness. It protects your hips and back, improves circulation, and builds the confidence you need for every step you take. This is not just a rehabilitation exercise. It is a preventative strategy to keep you upright, strong, and independent. How to perform it. 1. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. 2. Slowly lift your right foot, extending your leg forward until it is almost straight. 3. At the top of the movement, consciously squeeze the muscles in your thigh and hold for 2 to 3 seconds. 4. Lower your leg back down with control. 5. Repeat on the left leg. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions per leg, completing 2 to 3 sets. A helpful tip. The focus here is on slow, controlled muscle tension, not on speed. For an added challenge, you can use light ankle weights or simply focus on an even more intense squeeze at the top. POD. Exercise 3. The side leg raise with core engagement. Target areas: hip abductors, gluteus medius, obliques, and pelvic stabilizers. Why this movement matters. What if a single, small muscle on the side of your hip was the key to feeling steady on your feet? That muscle, the gluteus medius, is the unsung hero of lower body stability. It controls your side-to-side balance, keeps your pelvis aligned, and ensures your knees track properly with every step. Unfortunately, due to years of sitting and straightforward motion, this crucial muscle often becomes dormant. This movement specifically awakens that sleeping hero. By engaging your core as you lift your leg to the side, you re-establish the vital link between your hips and your center. When your gluteus medius is strong, the chain reaction of strain on your knees, hips, and spine is broken. This isn't just about toning your hips, it's about rebuilding true pelvic control, which is essential for preventing falls, turning corners with confidence, and stepping sideways to avoid an obstacle. This exercise restores a dimension of movement, lateral strength, that is vital for navigating the real world safely. How to perform it. 1. Stand tall next to a wall or a chair for light support. 2. Shift your weight onto your left leg, keeping a slight bend in the knee. 3. Gently engage your abdominal muscles. 4. Slowly raise your right leg straight out to the side, going no higher than your hip. 5. Pause and hold for 2 seconds, then lower the leg with complete control. 6. Repeat for 10 to 12 repetitions before switching to the other side. A helpful tip. Keep your toes pointing straight ahead and avoid leaning your torso to the side. The movement should come from your hip, not your waist. Exercise 4. Toe raises with synchronized breathing. Target areas: calves, ankle stabilizers, diaphragm, and vascular system. Why this movement matters. At first glance, this seems like a simple calf raise, but when synchronized with your breath, it transforms into a powerful regulator for your entire body. The muscles in your calves act as a second heart, pumping blood from your lower legs back up to your chest. As we become more sedentary, this muscular pump can weaken, leading to swelling, cold feet, and even dizziness upon standing. This movement reinvigorates that pump, but it does more. By pairing the physical lift with a rhythmic breath, you stimulate your diaphragm and the pressure sensors that regulate blood pressure, bringing a sense of calm to your nervous system. Each time you rise onto your toes, your body makes tiny adjustments to maintain its center of gravity, naturally improving your reflexive balance. By linking movement with breath, you are retraining your brain to associate standing tall with a feeling of calm control. This is a subtle yet profound exercise for anyone who wants to improve circulation, endurance, and stability from the ground up. How to perform it. 1. Stand tall near a wall or counter for light support. 2. Inhale slowly through your nose as you rise smoothly onto the balls of your feet. 3. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling tall and steady. 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth as you lower your heels back to the floor with control. 5. Repeat this slow, rhythmic cycle 12 to 15 times. A helpful tip. If you feel safe, try closing your eyes for the last few repetitions to gently challenge your balance. Performing this barefoot can also awaken the small, intrinsic muscles in your feet. Exercise 5. The seated march with mental cueing. Target areas: hip flexors, core, brain muscle coordination, and cognitive timing. Why this movement matters. We are often told that walking is the perfect activity, but walking well is as much a mental exercise as it is a physical one. It requires timing, coordination, and clear communication between the brain and the body. As we age, it's not just our muscles that slow down. The brain's ability to orchestrate movement can decline as well. The seated march with mental cueing is a wonderfully effective exercise that strengthens your hip flexors while directly retraining your brain. By adding a simple verbal or mental cue, like saying lift with each knee raise, you forge a powerful link between thought and action. This is crucial for navigating real-world challenges, like walking while carrying groceries or talking to a friend. You are building resilience in your nervous system, helping to prevent the stumbles or hesitations that can lead to a fall. Performed while seated, it is accessible to everyone. It improves blood flow to the brain and rebuilds the essential rhythm of a confident gait. How to perform it. 1. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. 2. As you lift your right knee toward your chest, say, up, either out loud or in your mind. 3. Lower it with control, then lift your left knee while repeating your cue. 4. Continue alternating legs, maintaining a steady rhythm for 30 to 60 seconds. 5. Rest, then complete 2 to 3 sets. A helpful tip. To increase the challenge, you can raise your arms in sync with your legs, or tap your opposite hand to each rising knee. Cha-cha. An expert's insight. Most people over 60 think strength fades because of age, shares Dr. Linda Harper, a physical therapist specializing in aging mobility. But in reality, it fades from underuse and disconnection. The nervous system simply forgets how to recruit key muscles. These exercises are about retraining your brain to speak to your body again. Every hold, every lift, every breath is designed to restore that lost connection. You don't need hours in a gym. You need precise, consistent stimulation. I have seen clients regain their balance, their confidence, and their freedom, not by doing more, but by doing the right things with intention. Start small, but please start now. Conclusion. You have just discovered 5 movements that go far beyond simple exercise. They are about restoring control, rebuilding the vital connection between your brain and your body, and protecting the most precious thing you own, your independence. So many of us wait for a fall, a scare, or a diagnosis before taking action. But mobility does not vanish overnight. It fades quietly, until one day we find we can't get up from the floor or climb a single step without fear. These 5 movements, the deep hold, the leg extension, the side raise, the toe raise, and the seated march, are designed to reverse that drift. They rebuild your foundational strength and reteach your body how to be stable again. And the best part is you can do them anywhere. No gym, no machines, no pressure. Just you, your breath, and a decision to show up for yourself for a few minutes each day. Don't save this for later. Later is how decline happens. Start today, even with just one exercise for 30 seconds. Your future self, walking tall, standing steady, and living freely, is built one simple movement at a time. If this message resonated with you, please leave a comment below. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, a friend, a parent, a neighbor, feel free to share it with them. Your support helps this message reach more people who truly need it.